I'm Fred from Analog Sweden, and we're here today to talk a little bit about the Crum2. Yeah, Albert already had this great idea of making a small, compact, generative drum machine. Relatively simple concept, 4 voices, easy to tweak, very hands-on, and sort of 1 knob per function. That's really what caught my attention. But when I saw it, I thought to myself, hey, you can make this a little bit bigger, even more accessible, because of the compact format. He had chosen to use, you could access several parameters, and that would be easier to just flush it out and put it on a big board and be able to access directly. Our background is in analog synthesizers, and we have done some models before. And we know a little bit about production.
I've been doing mostly by myself, self-taught, and been doing a little bit of analog, but mostly digital. But I'm not so familiar with the entire manufacturing process. That's where you step in, and with a lot of knowledge and know the market and stuff more that kind of stuff.
So that was the start of the journey, basically, and well, we're getting there now. We're also learning a lot with this process. Since it's, we're going to say this now, this is all digital instrument. People are asking us, is this analog? You're Analog Sweden?
Yes.
So, no, I'm sorry, it's not. We use control voltages and stuff, but it's all digital inside, so yeah.
We work with a Swedish designer called Love Hultén, who creates these really cool custom builds of synthesizers. So he combines different synthesizers, builds really cool shells around them with a very specific style to it. So I think you reached out to him and asked if he wanted to design the synth, basically.
So Love, he has been on my radar for many years, and I always wanted to work with him. So I was involved in a couple of projects earlier where we tried to work with him, but it was actually our fault that it didn't come to fruition. But this time I thought this is perfect for him. Yes. And we reached out and he was like, yeah, this is great. I would love to do that. So we were able to visit him, and he has a small little workshop in Gothenburg, Sweden. And we could see his amazing creations live, and he was like, yeah, I'll do this, I'll get back to you. And then he got back to us with a couple of different models, and at first we were, I think, a little bit disappointed because they were, I think, a little bit too bland.
Yeah, a bit too off the shelf.
Yeah, too off the shelf, and maybe a little bit too streamlined. And we were like, yeah, we want more of your DNA. And can you sort of just make this really go crazy, add some crazy ideas. And then he got back to us with this idea with the dome lens, and also to have this huge pilot light. And what's it going to do? Well, let's find out.
So it displays, relevant info, sequence length, tempo. You can save patches and chain them and stuff, so you can see that as well, and you see different scales. But it's really made to play with hands-on. Let's see. And you also have these master controls that can access all frequency parameters, for example, at once. And you can play around with them to do some live performance stuff. So you can change the entire feel of the beat. And then you also have these fun extreme switches, which basically turns everything crazy. So you can get these, and that's when the dome light is activated. So it's like a warning sign that something crazy is going on.
It's ongoing right now. We've been working on it for 1.5 years, and right now we have the production model here.
This is final hardware.
Okay. Wow.
So a bit more features, and also lots of I/O for connectivity with other devices. Cool. So we got all kinds of CV and trig for modular and separate outs.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.